Hello everybody, Thrive here, and well, today is going to be the very beginning of a brand new project. This is the Serenity Zoo. It's a collaboration project between me, GAMESSICK, and Zekin, and we've been dying to show you guys it. And I'm joined by them today on a voice call. You guys can say hi now.
Hello.
Yeah, so before we actually begin the tour of this first episode, we'll quickly address Cavity Creep. Now, this was another Planet Zoo YouTuber you may have heard of, but he was a part of the project for a little while, and towards the last minute, he unfortunately left the project and Planet Zoo in general. I think we all understood where he was coming from, but he was kind of wiped out of the game, and he was just ready to go off and do something else, I'm sure. But we all understood, and that's just that. But at least us three are going to continue it. So I'm gonna hand over the talking to GAMESSICK now, as one of the very first things built in this zoo was the main building made by him. So go ahead, GAMESSICK.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much for having me. TryToThrive. It's for me very exciting to be part of this collaboration. Never done that before, and started YouTube just recently with Planet Zoo. So I had the first turn to start the main square that you can see. It was inspired by a picture from Pinterest that I found, and it was basically a clubhouse that I found there. And on the left part of the main building, I started to build some kind of overgrown part with some plants that grow like over the left part of the building, and the right side to this round building was actually added by Cavity Creep. As you already mentioned, he left us unfortunately because of some private reasons. But he did a very good job, and I think in the end it fits very, very well together. And even Zekin had then the idea to use one of the runners up from our pole, for our name pole for the zoo, which was the WAVA name, so Wild Aquatic Vivarium Animals, and it became now the WAVA Research Center. And then it was Zekin's turn.
And actually, I just want to say one thing. To honor Cavity Creep, we are planning on adding a plaque on this building, so he'll be a part of the zoo.
Yeah, forever.
And so Zekin, what did you do with this main building area?
Okay, so I added a bunch, I saw the vines that GAMESSICK added at first because it was looking a little bit too overgrown, so I switched it out for these wall vines. As you can see, it looks pretty much better, a little bit better. And I also added these metal grills that came with a New World metal grill.
Yes.
So I added those in to kind of spice up. Can you head over to the front gardens?
Yeah, sure thing.
I worked on these frontal gardens because it was inspired by a bunch of curvy images of gardens, like futuristic gardens online on Pinterest. So I think Pinterest is all our friend in terms of inspiration and everything. So it looked pretty cool. So they're made of a bunch of concrete blocks just winded about together, and then I placed down a bunch of plants, and it looked pretty cool. I'm really happy.
Yeah, it looks really, really good,
so,
Zekin.
Yeah.
And while we're here,
the fountain.
Well, I was going to. You mean the fountain next to the building?
Yeah, the one under the overpass and everything.
Yeah, this is something else he added. What was it about?
It was inspired by I think was it like a spa kind of fountain kind of thing. So since the zoo, Serenity kind of zoo, it kind of links itself with a spa, and it just it has a nice kind of calming look to it. So I thought it looked pretty cool. So I put in I used the structural pieces, which look like tiles, and sink them into the ground.
Again, it looks really good.
I think we're gonna be heading to the parking lot, right?
Yeah, well, hang on. Just before we do, though, because the research center is about tank. I forgot what does lava mean again. It was I forgot. But anyway, there are tank
Wild
animals.
aquatic
Wild.
aquarium animal.
Yeah.
Yeah, so tank animals basically, and well, I incorporated a few into it, and yeah. So now I'm gonna head over to the parking lot.
Yeah, I really love how they came out. Looks pretty cool.
Fits the theme nicely, and this whole area just looks so good in my opinion. And actually, just before we get to the parking lot, do you guys think we could talk about the Serenity Zoo sign now that we're here? I'm right in front of it right now. This was made by.
Oh yeah, this was done by Ricey.
And she did an amazing job.
So I sent her a bunch of like kind of inspirations, and then she did what she wanted, and I'm really happy with how it came out. Especially the green flower she put on the line looks pretty cool, don't you think?
Yeah, I agree. It fits the. It has a very modern, futuristic look, which is what we're going for with the zoo.
Yeah, really cool. She lit it up. We haven't lit up any other part of the zoo yet, but we'll do that in the later episodes. But I think we put down a bunch of like signs, but we'll get to that later.
Yeah. So we got these amazing looking street lights, and these were blueprints, right? From the workshop.
Yeah, from the workshop. I pulled it up. I don't know I forgot who made this, but we'll leave a link to it in the description if you guys want to check it out.
So and this is the main parking lot area. I started this. I knew I had to make 3 giant circles and combine them all up, and well, at first it was pretty messy. Zekin went in and tied it all up. All I had made at the time was just these pavilions for the cars, these modern futuristic looking pavilions. And yeah, like I said, thanks to Zekin, he completely decorated it, and it looks amazing now. And what are some of the things you've added, Zekin?
Yeah, I added a bunch of these circular gardens. It was inspired by, let me just look up, the Philadelphia Navy Park in the US, so really love how it looked. So I try to implement that as best as I could in the game, and then I put these the fountain in the middle with the African modern kind of gorilla structure, and it looks pretty cool. Also, I added the toilets at the far left corner. So like if guests want to take a number 1 or number 2, they can go there and do their business. And so pretty much, yeah.
Yeah, it just looks really good. And also thanks to GameSick, he made this pretty awesome looking bicycle rack.
This was a bicycle rack. As Zekin already said, our origin and source of inspiration is Pinterest, and so I also saw a picture on Pinterest and built this up.
Yeah, and actually,
It looks pretty cool. I really love how it came out.
yeah, and Zekin, you made these really cool zebra crossing things. This came from one of your other zoos, right?
Yeah, my Barrel Zoo project, which you guys can go check it out in the link in the description. Hashtag shameless plug. This was from my Barrel Zoo project. I kind of made this actual zebra crossing with zebra patterns, and I think it actually sells looks pretty cool. So yeah.
Yeah, it looks amazing. And it's made up of it's made up of the primitive oval. How long did that take you to make? Do you know by chance?
Well, it was about 2 hours, I think.
Dedication.
2 hours.
Yup.
I think it was worth it. And one of the more
I know, right?
yeah. And on the other side of the parking lot, the main parking lot, we have a extra area just to incorporate more cars. At first, I think it could only hold up to about 100 cars, and then Zekin went in and tied it up, and now can hold over, I think you said it was 160 at least. And
Yeah, 160 something.
So looks really awesome. And over here is my bus stop. Not very decorated, but the bus stop itself fits the theme nicely. It's got that modern futuristic look.
I think it looks pretty cool.
Yeah, thanks.
And also, what about the street lights? We're not gonna talk about
Oh
that.
yeah, couldn't forget those. These are the here are some amazing street lights that GAMESSICK made, right?
Yeah, it is several models actually for the zoo, and then we have chosen this one to be the one that we are using in this zoo. Yeah, there have some solar panels on top. I think it's the same piece that Zekin used for his spa whirlpool.
Yeah,
And
the metal
yeah,
structural pieces.
exactly. Yeah, they are used for such detail quite a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it also features some kind of bin. So this is the one we're choosing here. Another one we're choosing at the entrance where we have the benches, and there's even a third one that we might use in some of the few.
Yeah, it looks pretty cool.
And also, Zekin, at the last moment, you made this tunnel here at the beginning, right?
Oh yeah, I like deleted the ugly, well, not ugly for some people, but it doesn't really fit with the theme of the futurism kind of zoo. So I just put this like rabbit hole tunnel. So we're in the future technically, so I guess we have some kind of teleportation tunnel that brings people in. So I just put a guest spawner in here, and then people just come out of that place. So
Well,
pretty cool.
it fits the theme. I guess that's what we're going for. It looks pretty cool. And yeah, I think that's it though for this first episode. So I believe I was taking over it next. As far as I can tell, I'm pretty sure we're gonna do some kind of futuristic modern island, if you can imagine, on a lake. A few more things to that, but I think we'll keep it a secret for now. And do you guys have anything else you'd like to say?
Yeah, I hope the guys enjoyed our first episode, and they also join our, journey through the next episodes. We have a lot of ideas in mind, so
Yeah, and if you guys have any ideas you would like to see in the zoo as well, please leave them in the comments below so we can check it out.
Yeah, and well, anyway, though, thank you everyone for watching this first episode. Also, thank you for voting for the name if you did. I think we all really like the name, right? I love Serenity. Sounds fun.
Yeah, it's nice.
it was my idea.
It's kind of soothing.
Yeah. So.
I love this name. Actually, I found the name. I just looked up on Google, zoo names, and then there was some kind of really weird discussion, and then I found this suggestion by some user, and then I put it down.
Well, I think it kind of fits the team perfectly. So
Yeah, it looks great.
Thank you
we
very
want
much
our
for having.
animals to feel like they're in a Serenity kind of place. So
Yeah, because
it's pretty.
aren't we going for like amazing habitats or any way we can to fulfill the animals' welfare? This is very conservation focused.
Really large habitats.
Yeah, it's all about the animals here, in my opinion. So I think that's it.
And so pretty much I think that's it.
Yep. Again, thank you everyone for watching, and I guess we'll talk to you all in the next one. Bye-bye.